In Wales, there is a tradition that brings good luck and mischief to the new year, and it's called Mari Lwyd. Mari Lwyd, yeah. It is where they take a horse skull on a pole, drape it in a white cloth, and parade it around to get entry into homes for food and drinks.
Why do you know these things? And why do you find these things?
I'm a master, But it brings good luck for the new year. I don't know why, but, tricking people into their homes and taking their food is a thing in Wales, I guess.
Okay. I would like for you, Justin, to realize this is what I live with. I tell everybody the same thing. This is not part of the show. This is what she does.
I like it. Keeping things interesting.
That's right.
For sure.
Very true. Okay, so really quick. I'm sure you don't know. Why a horse head?
Yeah. That's a good starting question.
Just like, why the horse head? I've heard of rabbit's feet, but not horse heads for good luck.
Oh, I forgot one very important key thing to it. They engage in rhyming battles, and that's how they get entries.
So they take the horse head, put a white cloth on it, and then have rap battles?
Stick it on a pole, yeah, and then a rap battle.
I gotta go to Wales. I think I gotta go to Wales.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Oh, geez. Okay. Normally I can riff off of stuff. That's one, and I think you've left me speechless for the first time in a while.
Wow.
When did it start? That's my question. Like, when did this originate?
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
You stumped her.
It's got pagan roots, so we're talking old times.
Oh, jeez. Well, yeah, that definitely puts the horse on the pike part. That makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, boy. For good
Stop
luck.
me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Only for good luck, I guess.
But
It sounds like it's for shits and giggles.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's fun. But Minecraft stole it, and it's in Minecraft now.
What is going on? Okay.
Okay.
You need to lay off the facts today.
Nah, I'm good.
That's your last fact for a while.
It's reported over 3,000 years ago. So, long time.
Okay.
Okay.
Dumb question. And then see, now you might know this. Was this before or after Vikings got their hands on battle rapping?
Probably after.
Because she recently dropped that on us, that flyting amongst Vikings was a thing, which was just battle rapping.
Okay. So they're the original MCs.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, God. My face hurts a little.
That's good. That's good shit.
Wow.
That's a way to start a show.
100%. Yeah, if everybody's not awake now, if everybody's not tuned in and locked in, I don't know what else you need. I feel like we could just start the show now.
All right, let's go.
We could just keep going. Like, wow. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the Nonsense Podcast. I happen to be your host, FNBob, the FN host, FN CEO of FN Entertainment. Dr. Bob all of a sudden now, that's the new title. With me as always, well, not as always, but for the second time, Justin Woolwine of ILWPod. I didn't forget this time.
Perfect.
Say hello to everyone.
Hello, guys. Thank you for having me for part 2.
Of course. I couldn't wait. I was fiending for part 2, and I just want to give you a little heads up. I already got a part 3 planned.
Oh, I'm excited. I love a series.
Yeah, no, we couldn't not do a trilogy, and I will definitely let you know in advance. Part 3 is going to be more nonsense than you can handle.
Okay.
But also in the back, Kelly's here pushing buttons, making sure our audio's okay.
Hello.
Thank you, Kelly.
Normally we have Chad Bear, but Chad Bear is back here. He's not here today. He's on vacation. We gave him some PTO time. He snitched us out to Santa and then disappeared. So as the time recording, you haven't seen it yet, but we had a whole Christmas special, and we got coal this year because we were bad little children.
Okay.
So that was the whole thing, and it was all Chad Bear's fault. He snitched us out.
I love it. I love it. I love a good gimmick.
It's been one, and that's why we had to have a Teddy Bear's HR, because what more of a gimmick can there be than having everybody complain to a talking AI teddy bear?
Ooh, an AI teddy bear?
Yeah.
I'm interested.
But we shouldn't get on to business. Justin is here. Justin is the host of the ILWPod, a wrestling pod where he's interviewed tons, and I mean tons, of noteworthy individuals from the top to the bottom of the wrestling sphere, from indies to professionals, TNA to WWE. You have done it all at this point. I know you probably don't hype yourself up as much as I'm going to hype you up, but your career so far has been absolutely amazing, and it's a pleasure to have you back on the show.
Thank you. You almost drew a tear. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, hopefully we can do a little bit more of that today.
Okay.
But no, I've been trying my best to keep up with you, and my co-host Hanny even said the same thing. He's like, "Man, this guy's working. I can't keep
so
up.
much.
I can't keep up. Once you drop one episode, the next one comes right after that, and then there's the streams, and I'm just like, Jesus, if I can sit down for 24 hours, I maybe might have a chance to catch up at this point."
I try to keep the ball rolling. I try.
You are doing an incredible job, my friend. An incredible
Thank
job. So I guess we can start off with some of the good stuff of recent. I've seen you've had a handful of great interviews recently. One of my favorites, Santino Marella. I was not expecting that, as I'm a huge fan of Santino. From day one. Even my wife Kelly, who wasn't even a big wrestling fan, remembered Santino. I was like, "Oh, that's the guy with the snake. I love that guy." So how did that come apart?
It was all thanks to TNA. Everything with current TNA talent, they send me, and it's kind of the luck of the draw. And Santino was fun because I met him in March at a show in Monroe, Michigan for Rhino. And I asked him about it, and he told me, obviously, I got to go through the chain of command. And I did, and it was fun. It was a blast. It was one of those, like, behind the scenes. I had a lot of feedback from the TNA guys that oversee it, and it was fantastic. I asked some creative questions, and they really wanted to drive home the current TNA AMC deal that's happening, and they said I knocked that out of the park, and they'd be doing more work with me after the new year.
Oh my, that is incredible.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to that.
Thank you.
And then the other thing I wanted to make sure I asked, because I've asked everybody who's in the know and who has a heart, how are you feeling after the retirement?
John Cena's retirement is a mixed bag. I'll be honest though, everybody hated the ending.
Yes.
I loved it. I thought it made a lot of sense. I think it was the soldier going out on his own sword. He let everybody know, hey, I've had enough. Thank you. This is it. And I don't think we could have got a more perfect ending.
Yeah.
Like, getting there was rough. At least the first 6 months or so. After that, I think they did a really good job scrambling, fixing what they needed to, and they ended it the best way possible. And then something that put that icing on the cake was I watched Cody did the What's Your Story podcast with Cena.
Yeah.
And Cena explains everything.
Yeah.
And it really made everything make sense. And I was like, okay, sometimes when we're watching something, we get an immediate reaction, but then when we're able to sit back, evaluate, and really soak it in, I was like, okay, this made sense.
Yeah, 100%. And at least for me, for him to end it the way he did, I understand a lot of people were just not looking for the tap for sure.
Yes.
Because of how long it's been since he's tapped last. But for me, as again, a full-fledged mark, for him to get one last meme in is very John Cena.
The smile tap was great.
Yeah.
And
I
you
was
knew
just
what he
like,
was
I don't know what else I could have asked for. I know for the next 6 months I'm gonna get John Cena memes again. And it's just like, yeah, that's kind of what I would have liked to get out of it. I was like, him winning was honestly never gonna be in the cards. I don't believe that was ever gonna be a thing. He was going to lose the match. So to do it on his, like you said, on his terms, his way, to get a meme off, to get the reaction he got, I don't think it could have been done any better.
No.
But I'm glad you're holding up. Most of my friends are still weeping. I've actually had 2 guys, and I can't believe it. I actually had 2 guys call off of work, and I was just like, I can't believe that.
That's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's the wrestling business, man.
Yeah, no, 100%. I was just like some of them were just like, dude, I just don't know what to do. I'm so upset, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna be that guy to say, well, it's fake, but I'm just like, he's not dead.
No, he'll make appearances. He just won't wrestle again.
Exactly. And I mean, he said it for himself. It's taking a toll on him. So it's just like, it's time for me to hang it up.
Like looking at him, like I saw people like TikToks and stuff showing Cena walking backstage, and he's you could tell it's taking a very physical toll on his body.
Yeah.
And he knew, hey, I wanted to wrestle at this level. I can't do that no more. And I don't want to give you a product that's subpar to what Super Cena is.
Exactly.
So I'm going to step away.
Yeah. And again, I mean, we've seen it countless of times. Not everybody gets to go out their way. It's always something goes wrong behind the scenes, and it's never really shown. And then all of a sudden, the guy never comes back. So we got to see him for the last time, and I think that's more
I loved
enough. So that's also been a big thing. I was like, I can't wait to get his opinion on it. I was like, I can't wait. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's upset. Me and my co-host, and he was going back and forth of just what could have been done better. He's already said he's planning a whole 2K25 run of booking the retirement better, is what he calls it.
Okay.
And I'm just like,
I'll be paying attention.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not mad at the concept, but also if there's no meme at the end, I'm not going to be happy.
There's got to be.
There's got to be something. And I'm just like, it's so John Cena to be memed worthy. And so I'm happy.
I mean, if you think about it, Cena's been memeing since before memeing was cool.
Honestly. From the You Can't See Me to the jorts. Honestly, the jorts were...
That was the biggest joke ever. He just knocked it out of the park with the jorts.
And now people are wearing jorts again. And I'm like, thank you, Cena, I guess, for bringing jorts back.
I think it was cool he went away from jorts for a while and went to the cargo pants.
Yeah.
And then brought the jorts back.
He needed to. He definitely needed to. It's the version of John Cena I couldn't stand the most. But I love not loving him. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And also, like we said before, shout out to CM Punk for bringing back Thugonomics, which was...
Punkonomics was great.
So cringeworthy, but great.
That might have been the best gimmick of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
That's an Emmy worthy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emmy, no, give him the full Oscar. Give him the full Oscar. I think
Give him
Emmy's
full
on the
Oscar?
Oscar. I don't know what it is, but give him the highest level. The highest level.
Yes,
just
absolutely.
Why did you do that? But thank you for doing that, but never do that again.
I want to see a full album.
Of Punkonomics?
A Punkonomics album? Just for fun.
Good grief. I mean,
it can't be worse than Randy Savage's rap album.
Look, I mean, I like Be a Man Hulk. That was great. I'm still rocking the cream of the crop shirt.
Hey, I'm a huge Macho Man Mark. He should never get behind the mic and rap.
No. I mean, yes, you're right. But It's Macho
It's good
Man.
though.
I
It's
loved
so
it.
good. It's so bad. It's good.
Exactly. and again, it's like me with John Cena. If I can quote it at some point, if I could just scream out, "Be a man, Hulk," and one person gets it, I'm happy. That's good enough for me.
I love it. Love it so much.
Oh man. And speaking of Macho Man, everybody here knows too. Like I'm almost a stan of Macho Man at this point. I've walked around with coffee creamer in my pockets just to, get a pop every once in a while. I always deep dive when people don't realize how far Macho Man traveled outside of wrestling with voice acting, and stuff like that. It's just like he was the pinnacle of wrestling for me, where he was Macho Man 24/7. He was never gonna not be Macho Man. And I was like, I love that for him. I wish more people were like that. But it was a good time.
I agree. And like, I grew up obviously in an era where Macho he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But like, I was such a big fan growing up. And then I remember, I'll never forget the day he died because it was my birthday. I just turned 11.
Oh my God.
My dad took me to see Thor in theaters, came home. On the way home, I found out he passed away. And then, what do you know? The action figure I get is the WrestleMania 7 Macho Man, like the first Mattel one that they made.
Wow.
Yeah. Roller coaster of a day.
Yeah, no, I think that's
11-year-old me was messed up.
I'm sure. Wow. I don't think I could have.
It was tough.
Yeah, no, that's really rough. At least the only thing that I had during that time was at least the joke of that Macho Man died, because I think that was 2012, right? I think that was
11.
Right. Yep. So that was right before like the Mayan calendar thing. So everybody was like, "Oh, Macho Man died to save us from the Mayan calendar apocalypse, and he fought the 4 horsemen in the afterlife." And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna take that story and just run with it. Like, yeah, that's what he did. He went and fought the real 4 horsemen for us, so we didn't have to die in 2012.
That's my news story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, no, I was like, I think you have the right to have a new story, because yours is probably a little more tragic.
A little bit. It was like a new layer of trauma.
Yeah,
that I wasn't ready for.
No, not on your birthday, and then I have to. So it's like twice over. I don't know if you're a huge fan, but I'm not a fan of Marvel. So you had to go sit through Thor, and then
look, the Thor movies were not good. I love Thor. I love Marvel. I like the cinematic universe.
Yeah,
there hasn't been a good Thor movie.
Not at all.
And it always comes out in May, so I'm always forced to watch it. And it's like, damn, man, can you make a good one?
No, they refuse. I think at this point they just solely refuse. I think the bit is we need to make Thor the worst movies.
Well, and like Chris Hemsworth has embraced it. He's like, you know what? We're gonna go out here and make memes.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to just start making more terrible products, and then just roll with the punches.
Yeah, funny story. Originally, when I started the live streams, I was like, guys, we got to take this super seriously. And I was like, nobody's having fun.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was like, you know what? Screw this. Let's just have fun, watch wrestling. We sat there and bully everybody on the screen. And I don't know if the fans are enjoying it, but I'm having a great time. And viewership goes up. So it doesn't matter.
That's exactly what I was telling everybody here. I get a lot of flack, especially because the internet's the internet. But we had a thing here where I was like, okay, I've been like the serious podcaster. I tried to be the political podcaster. I hated that with a passion.
That's right.
Then I was just like, okay, cool. We'll just do the internet thing for a little bit, and I'll try and be, rage baity. And that was working. But I hated doing it a little bit because I'm just like, I don't want to just upset people. So then we had what we call the positive era. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to be the nice guy from now on. I'm going to be super nice, super positive. Boy, did the views take a downturn almost immediately.
Oh, they tank.
Like everybody hated that. So I was like, cool. I'm just going back to being mean again. Now everybody hates me, but everybody watches me. And I'm just like,
exactly.
I guess I got to just roll with that for a little bit. I just have to be hated.
It works.
Yeah.
It's easier to be the heel than the babyface.
Of course, it really is. Now, when people forget that I'm a heel for a show and think those are my actual views, is when I'm going to be like, hey, it's a character. I'm on the internet. The internet's not a real place. Please don't drag this into my personal life. And so then you have to do that fight. So that's always a dance.
Agreed, 100%. It's always the dangerous tightrope we play.
Yeah.
It's like you got to watch what you say on the internet, but you want to push the boundaries enough. It's just mixing it's the tough part.
Yeah, but at some point, people will. At least I hope that some people will gain the sense of humor back again. I always joke and say we grew up on South Park. What happened?
I see it. I can tell you, this is something I was just bringing up to my dad the other day because he's always joking about cancel culture.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's 45. I feel like cancel culture is slowly disappearing, but he thinks it's still like thriving.
Right.
So I always like tell him, no, like it's leaving. So the things that we think we can't say are about to be what makes us the most money. Because everybody's just now getting a sense of humor again because they realize you can cancel getting canceled.
Yep, exactly.
So why not?
That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I don't want to spoil anything for my standard fans, but let's just say I'm pushing a lot of envelopes and a lot of buttons come this next season.
I like it.
I'm gonna try my best. That's all I'm gonna say.
If you want somebody to help you push the envelope, you know where to get in touch.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. So I guess let's revert a little bit. I don't want to get too far away from the topic at hand.
Fair enough.
We got a little bit of I won't say like uprising or pushback, but they were just like, we want to know. It was a lot of people saying we want to know more about Justin. I wanted to know more about Justin because you definitely sprinkled in that you have an incredible like story behind you, and obviously with your level of success already, every success story has a great backstory. So I figure we start from the beginning. Let's start with little baby Justin. Maybe not from the womb, but let's just go. Okay. Where did maybe content creation start for you? What was like that spark?
It started really late, to be honest. I feel like the want to do it's always been there. My dad always tells me, like, especially wrestling related, I was always doing the Hulk Hogan behind the ear or pretend to be Booker T saying sucka.
Yeah.
I remember when I became a teenager, we had a trampoline at my grandparents' house. I started filming wrestling matches with my brother. Even when we're not filming, I was doing crazy stuff like jumping off the house or blading and bleeding everywhere just for the theatric of it. Or like we watch Ridiculousness, and me and my little brother, we would not react, but we'd redo everything that was on the TV.
Oh, jeez.
Probably to where we shouldn't have, but we were. And then when it really started actually was a couple years ago. I want to say 2021, 22, somewhere in there. I started making action figure content. And then me and my fiance split up, actually. And I stopped making anything. And my dad was like, look, you got to find something to get you out of your head.
Right.
And then I started making the action figure content again, and I dove in deep. And that started taking off. I was growing subscribers. And next thing you know, I'm starting a podcast, and we're here. It's a long story.
No, it's a perfect story. It's got all the things that I think every child had, at least that want of doing something a little more. But
definitely,
it's always that follow through that most people always kind of flake out on,
It was that for me. Like, you're always, as a kid, you're nervous somebody's not going to embrace it.
Right.
And then there was also so much going on personally, whether that was with family, mainly with family. that just made it difficult because I'm moving from here to here. Dad's maybe not getting along with these people. Grandparents aren't maybe doing what they're supposed to. My mom wasn't ever really in the picture, which has muddied some waters. It was just always a lot. So like time to really sit down, soak in what I wanted to do wasn't ever really afforded
Right.
until I became an adult. And then I was like, okay, you had all these things you want to do as a kid. Why not do them as an adult? And it worked.
And yeah, I mean, I guess it just kind of hit a lot of nails on the head for me too, because I was just like, man, I kind of remembered all those like trials and tribulations, and I'm just like, I still want to do stuff, but
yes,
you just don't. Sometimes you just don't, and it sucks.
Exactly.
But I feel like, I mean, for you for sure, you've kind of pushed through that boundary and just said, to hell with it, let's go. I'm finally getting there where I'm just like, all right, I'm going. Hopefully, I get somewhere at the end.
I think for me, it was a lot of people always telling me there was the glass ceiling,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Can I cuss on here?"
Yeah, of course.
I was like, "Fuck that!" I was like, "No, I don't want to see. I don't want to see a glass ceiling, whether it was a job or school or even like I mentioned, those people close to me
Mhm.
were telling me, "Hey, you'll never be able to achieve that," and I was like, "No, I don't like that narrative. And I don't like that narrative at any age. Like who can tell me at 25 I can't play with an action figure, or who can tell me at 25 I can't talk to dudes who are online wrestling around their underwear? Like, nah, screw that. I can do what I want,
Oh.
and it's working.
And again, it's working beautifully. But yeah, no, I definitely understand that, because I mean, all of us, even on our show, it's whether it be ailments, again, family really not believing in you the way you wish they would. It's tough for everybody to just kind of push through those things.
Yes.
But again, I'm always like super happy to see when somebody does it, and you can tell it again, like we've all said before, like you have a passion for what you do, you care thoroughly about what you're doing, even when it's just doing interviews, when it's doing the streams, you actually give a shit. And it's rare. It's rare when people do something that's important to them, and when they start getting somewhere, they don't change. And I'm noticing that about you as well. It's nothing has changed. The passion's still there. The cadence is still there. The way you maneuver yourself is always it's all there. No matter who you've interviewed, who you've worked with, who you've talked to, it's same old Justin. Which is, again, it might sound like an insult, but it's a good thing. It's the same old Justin through and through, with that same level of passion and want.
I think for me, it's just finding. For me, wrestling's always been an escape. So finding that 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kid who sat down in his grandfather's living room and watched Monday Night Raw with his dad and his uncles and his grandfather, and harnessing that and figuring out how to portray that as an adult. Because I mean, we're all fans, and when I started doing this, especially podcasting, a lot of people said, "Hey, you can't be a fan. You got to be professional. You got to be a journalist. You got to be non-biased." But wrestling isn't like any other sport. It's not like I'm watching football or basketball, baseball, all the other ones. It's completely objective, and like I don't want to use the word fake, but it's just different in that it's sports entertainment.
Yeah.
So I'm allowed to break all those norms because wrestling isn't normal.
Very true. And I thoroughly agree. And that's like one of the reasons why I always said, like, I like being like the level of fan I am. Is because I hate seeing what's behind the scenes to like sway how I look at a certain situation. I'm looking at the package for what the package is, and if I'm having fun, great. If I hate a guy, I hate the guy because of the way they put the package out, not because I hate that person. Again, I love John Cena. What John Cena's done for the business is great. But I'm never going to forget Thugonomics and how I couldn't stand Thugonomics as a kid. So it's like, I'm always going to hate that guy. I'm always going to hate John Cena, the character. But the man, completely different. And that goes for every other wrestler I've had an up or down with, or a love and hate with. Except for Bret Hart. I hate Bret Hart across the board.
Nothing will make you ever like Bret.
I don't think so. Unless he came here personally and apologized for being the worst wrestler to ever touch the screen, then maybe I could let him live a little bit. But I don't think he's gonna do that.
I think the part that sours me for Bret is his view on how everything went down.
Yeah.
Like his inability to maybe accept any blame for how things happen. Like just blaming the projection of others.
Yeah.
It throws me completely off.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's no accountability for his actions. And again, I'm not even saying it was all his fault. There was a lot of shenanigans going around.
Yes.
But
especially in WCW.
Yeah. Especially
that was a shit show.
Yeah, it was. But I've always said, like, if you're pointing fingers for that long, there's still always that common denominator, man. Some of it's got to be you. And
you point one at somebody, you got 3 point back at you.
Exactly. And he just refuses to accept that. And I was like, it's okay, man. And especially it being this far after. It's just like
it's been 30 years. Move on.
It hurts him like it was yesterday. I swear it does.
Yes.
And if it was like the gimmick, I wouldn't trip. I'm like, oh, he just doesn't care for certain people. But he tears the business down sometimes, and I'm just like, dude.
The whole and he'll go on a product and immediately shit on it afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. And it's probably why we don't get to see him as much in the WWE or AEW. Like, there's so many people that really enjoy Bret's body of work, and we don't get to see him more on the television screen because you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Like, is Bret gonna come out here and be happy and play it up for the crowd, or is he gonna come out and look bitter and like he don't want to be there?
Yeah. And he's definitely got that sourpuss veteran face that
he definitely does.
And
he's got RBF for sure.
And I swear, it sullies every moment when I do see him. I'm just like, dude, if you hate it that much, you could let it go. You can so quickly.
I just feel bad. It's one of those, I feel bad for him.
I'm glad you do.
Because I don't want to be 50, 60, 70 years old and that angry at life.
Yeah. But you know what? If it were to happen to anybody, I'm glad it happened to him. If anybody deserved this full sourpuss, second stage of his career, to hell with it. I'm glad it's Bret Hart.
Okay. Okay.
Konnichiwa. Nansensu podcastu. Arashi episodo washi no nakai.
Hola, me llama Invincible. Visita nuestro sitio web, comprar nuestros casas de la nonsense.
What's going on there, everybody? Bob's here just to let you know that you should go to www.fnentertainment.com and go pick you up some merch today. We got dog tags, cups, sweaters, hoodies, t-shirts, everything you could ever ask for, you name it, we got it. Just support us by simply buying a nice thing for yourself, and then we get a little bit of kickback. Don't donate to your favorite streamer this month. Donate to the fucking Nonsense Podcast and give us a couple dollars. Welcome back to the Nonsense Podcast. I'm Bob. Kelly's back there, and we're still here with Justin Woolwine of the I Love Wrestling Podcast. Glad he's here. Glad everybody's here. Hopefully everybody at home still doing okay. So, I wanted to know, and I'm sure everybody else is very curious to know, what was the catalyst? What was the jumping point to getting you into wrestling? So, obviously, it's always going to be a family member, I feel like. It's always that family member that introduces it. But what was your personal moment that was like, yeah, this is my stuff right here?
It's always been there. Okay. I couldn't, telling you, there's a moment is rough because I don't remember a time where it's not been there in some form or fashion. But if I had to pinpoint, I want to say early 2000s Raw. I was watching with my dad. There it goes. There's the family member.
Of course.
I was sitting there playing with my action figures. There's the action figures. Stone Cold was on the screen. And he's talking to, I don't know who. I don't remember. But he says the famous, I'm going to open up a can of whoop ass.
Okay.
And me playing my figures, young Justin repeats it. And Dad looks over and he's like, no. And then I like scramble, try to say something else.
Right.
But I say it again. And then you can tell each time I say it, Dad gets madder and madder. And it gets to the point where he has no choice but to open up said can of whoop ass.
Oh, geez.
And that's my first like vivid memory of wrestling. And granted, that was before it wasn't okay to open a can of whoop ass on a small child.
Right. But as I've always said, we might need to bring it back.
I think it's time to bring it back. I'm a firm believer.
That's
Like,
all.
I turned out great.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling everybody else. A little trauma goes a long way.
I think it's necessary for growth.
Exactly. You got to grow through your pain. And that's a pain that I
don't
think
these kids are getting it, man.
No, not at all.
TikTok isn't showing them real pain.
Well, geez. Not what I was hoping. I was sure no one was expecting that part of the conversation, but look, I'm a firm believer.
We got there.
I'm a firm believer, a strong, firm believer. I told my wife, she didn't believe it. My grandmother was the quickest human I've ever dealt with. Her backhand was Bruce Lee speed.
I swear to God.
Never seen it, but I always felt it. Until the day she
you
died.
Didn't see that shit coming.
Yeah.
It just fly at you. You're like, what?
Exactly. Until the day she died, we always gave her 3 feet. Because we was just like, we started to learn her range, and we're like, okay, if we give her 3 feet, we might be able to at least dodge.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
All I'm saying is all she did was upgrade. She just got faster and upgraded. So
no, for real, it's like they like a Pokemon. They evolve with age too. It's like, nah, Grandma, you're supposed to slow down.
No, I swear,
she came at you faster.
No, grandmas they never lose that extra step. You learn respect through fear with some of them, and
I don't think there's a. This might come off controversial, but I don't think there's a problem with that.
No, it isn't. Not at all.
Like, this is something I'll just throw out there. Me and my dad's bond is so close, probably because we've been through so much.
Mm-hmm.
But it started because I was scared to fuck up. And I was like, I don't want to mess up so bad. I got to be perfect for him.
Right.
And then, like, over time, we grow together, and that fear diminishes, but it's always there.
Exactly.
Like, even, like, I'm 16, 17 years old, and me and him are getting an argument. Part of me is like, hey, I don't want to fight him because he's going to mess me up.
Exactly.
So I'm going to keep my mouth shut, and we're going to go on about our business.
And so, if nothing else, you choose your words in battles a little better at that point.
Definitely.
And it translates into the real world. Once you get out there,
100%.
You start choosing those battles. You're like, I don't know what that other person can do. I'm just going to keep quiet.
I mean, even that, it's like it teaches you how to deal with the boss at work. Because it's like, I can't go just spewing off at the boss. I'm going to be fired.
Exactly.
I don't think kids now realize that.
No, not even close.
At all. The things that come out of my old brother's mouth, Nasty Nate's mouth, on the podcast, it's some nasty shit.
Yeah, it is. It was kind of impressive. I was like, holy hell.
He's gonna find out.
I'm looking forward to it if it ever spills over one day, because I love to see the little brother come up, and it warms my heart.
It makes me feel good too. I wait for the teachable moments.
Exactly.
I'm like, now we're gonna teach you.
Because all you could do at that point, especially as go to bros, like, I told you.
Told you so.
I was really expecting the pie to the face to be a little more of an aggressive pie to the face, but
look, the vote was for it.
Yeah.
The only problem was I said I don't want whipped cream all over my studio. And I still ended up with whipped cream all over my studio.
Did you want to explain that? Because I don't know if all of my fan base got a chance to catch that.
Fair enough. What was okay, so Pops and Nasty Nate both published videos on a Saturday. Whoever got the most views in a week won the competition. Whoever got the least amount of views got pied in the face. The winner got to pie the other one. Pops got more views. He got the pie Nasty Nate in the face.
Super simple. I feel like we might have to steal that from you at some point.
It's good. They was wanting something complicated. I was like, nah, let's make it simple.
Yeah.
It's easy. And it might engage more people. It did a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's something we can tweak and work on, and you'll see more of.
That sounds awesome. I'm just gonna say I was on Pop's side the whole time. I couldn't wait.
I think Nasty approached it the wrong way. He was of the, hey, Pops is old. I gotta beat him. Nah, I was like, man, you should went for the sympathy vote.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have went sympathy, you probably would have won.
Maybe.
I also told him he wasn't far in the race. I was like, you could have cheated, man. You could have watched your own video 16 times and won, and you didn't. He was like, I don't know why I didn't think of that. I said, because you're lazy.
See, I was gonna at least give him the credit. Maybe he just wanted a fair one. Oh, he's just lazy.
He said because he's lazy.
I was all on Pop's side, especially just because he's a man after my own heart. He's an old school fan, and I'm just like,
I like it.
I gotta have Pops win. I was on his.
He had the better video. I'll give him that.
That too. That as well.
His video is better. Nasty. I think the concept of fantasy booking is good.
Yeah.
I think he gets lazy with it. Like when I'll sit down with him and we'll go over it, his ideas are there. It's just delivery is what lacks. And I think he gets nervous when he gets on the camera. So then he starts spewing out bullshit and then doesn't ever recover. So then you get 18 minutes of bullshit. And like I've told you this, like when I try to edit it, sometimes it's impossible. Sometimes I just put out whatever he put on there. And I'm like, if they like it, they like it. Because there's no, you can sugarcoat stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
You can't sugarcoat that shit.
I get it. I mean, he reminds me of when I first started podcasting where I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to hit record and hope that I make a point.
He'll learn.
He'll get there. He'll get there. But maybe, like you said, maybe start running the sympathy route because if you're going to be big-headed and unprepared, it's just a recipe for downfall.
That's why I've always stayed humble. Because if I was big-headed in this, I wouldn't get as far.
True. I mean, I wish I could do the same. I tried to be humble. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates humble Bob, and I'm like, what did I do to you? So, and I get aggressive, and now everybody's mad, but they'll watch. They'll watch every time.
Justin peaks. It peaks out sometimes. That's who I really want to be. Is the problem?
No, you don't.
It's just hard. Sometimes I want to just go off on the internet.
Yeah. Let's just say my Christmas special was not very jolly.
I'll be looking forward to it.
I doubled down on some controversy real quick. I called out people that I'm not going to say and say I regret calling them out because it was fun for me, but I made sure everybody was in the dark until the moment I was just like, ooh, let's explode and let's have some fun.
Sometimes those are the best moments.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
I like it.
Also not looking forward to the repercussions of it all, but hey, Bob's here to stay. I'm never going to change. I'm always just going to be a demon child. That's how I was raised.
Your name's on the show. You can't go nowhere.
Exactly.
That's what I tell Pops and Nasty all the time. It's like, they're always like, you're going to get yourself taken off. I said, you can't take me off the show. It's my show.
That's what I'm holding on to. I was like, I do run it. But we did hire HR, so one of these days HR is going to have a problem with me. Can he fire me?
But you can replace him.
I've done it twice now.
As the CEO, your job is to replace those who don't fit your narrative.
Exactly.
If HR is fitting, HR can go.
That's how it started. We had no HR. I hired my co-host as HR. And then I corrupted him. I corrupt him immediately. I was like, look, man, you're supposed to defy me a little bit. Make it fun. You're fired. I'll hire a bear. The teddy bear will tell me what to do, and then I'll fire him eventually.
What's the response been to the teddy bear?
It's been 50-50. It's
okay.
People love him. It was a weird bit when we started it. We kind of tapered him off a bit just because of all the weird ideas I kept having. So he kind of just had a back seat for a long time. But now he's trying to pop his ugly head back up, and everybody's just like, "Oh, there's gonna be more Chad Bear. Okay, we're gonna see what happens." Not too many nasty emails towards him, but now everybody's upset because he told on us to Santa.
Do you think he's evolving?
Not
because it is AI.
He is slowly. He's in what we call his data analysis state at this point. So he came in strong, and then we kind of had to like, hey, chill out. We need you to learn first. How are you gonna, tell us what to do if you don't know what the show's about? So he's been learning, and now he's starting to poke his ugly head up, and now he's like, okay, I'm ready to handle the show a little bit and taper some things down.
I like it.
So it's been a fun process. He's gonna. I'm not saying he's gonna get his own spinoff show, but we were even considering just giving him a role in the live stream. Let him live stream. People like cute, so he can live stream. Interesting.
I like that idea. I'd tune in.
So we're hoping for the best, but let's just say Chad Bear's whispered in my ear. He's got plans for me too, and I don't know what that means.
Okay.
So it's an interesting concept. I think right now he's getting fitted for a suit at the moment during his time off, because for my fans, they know we've already teased it. The Bobbies are coming up. So the Bobbies are our award show at the end of the season where we hand out awards for, funny moments, cool topics we did. You're actually in the running. I didn't even get to mention it to you yet. You're in the running for best repeating guest. So you came in right on the line to get the repeating guest line. So you're in the running for repeating guest as well.
Give me the votes, guys. I'm winning. I want a Bobby.
Yeah. And this year we even upgraded. We got trophies this time. So we actually have trophies.
I need one. It'll go right up here.
So it's going to be quite interesting. Me and everybody here love doing the Bobby so much. It started so small. I hate to talk about my show. We're supposed to be interviewing you, but it started off, we were watching bad movies, and we were allowed to live stream them at one point. So we were giving awards out for like terrible lines, worst characters. Then they switched it where we couldn't watch movies as much on live stream. So then we're just like, why don't we just give ourselves awards? Because no one else is going to do it.
Might as well.
So that's going to be a cool thing. Hopefully, I want it to keep progressing where it becomes like a full thing where we rent out a hall. We have a crowd, and then we're just giving out awards to local people.
What's funny, just a segue, is like when I started this last year, I was only like 3 months in.
Right.
And like everybody on like Twitter and social media does a form of the Bobbies.
Right.
Where they have their own whoever of the year, things like that. And I was nominated for a couple of them. And I was like, there's no way. Because it was before I even did anything really interesting.
Right.
This year I've seen none of them.
Huh.
And I'm like, I wonder if you guys didn't think I was going to go this far this fast.
Right.
And that's my theory. I don't know. My dad was saying, like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's just their list, their made up list.
Most of the time.
And I was like, you're right. I just like to be a part of the conversation because even if I don't win, it's gratifying a little bit to be a little bit of acknowledged. But I was like, this year, I think there's a reason I'm not. And it's not because I didn't put out a good product.
I will definitely attest to that. You've put out an incredible product that many people, if they haven't seen, should be seeing. If you're even a remote fan of wrestling, it's like, this is what I've always wanted to see.
I think for me, like the interviews, obviously you got to be really entrenched into wrestling. But like if you get on the live streams, 9 times out of 10, we're just messing around.
Yeah.
Like it's just comedy. We're just having fun, picking on Nate, picking on Pops, picking on me, picking on wrestling.
Of course.
Like if anything, it's a parody of normal live streams or watch-alongs.
Yeah.
Which I find is the best part.
And that's kind of what I love about it. And the best way to say it, it's the kayfabe of the streaming universe. It's just like, hey, we're not serious, but we're very serious about not being serious.
Exactly. We're going to take being the most unserious seriously.
Exactly. And I love it. And I wish more people, again, I'm not trying to just like juice you up because you're on the show, but Jesus Christ, I wish there was more people that were just having fun with the internet again.
I think that's the point, man. Like, they put it here in front of us to entertain each other, and everybody just gets to butthurt.
Yep.
And my job is to just get in there and have fun. And more than anything, it brings me back, like I said earlier, that 5, 6, 7-year-old kid who sat and watched wrestling with his family. That's what it is. It's just me, my brother, my dad, and, you know, whoever else joins us, watching wrestling together, having a good time.
100%. And again, that's what it should always be about. If you're having fun, somebody's going to have fun with you.
And it's slowly grown.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that grows overnight, but like, there's probably a handful, sometimes 2 handfuls of people every live stream tune in. And it's like, we get to know these people. We get to know what they like. They hate on Nate. They love on Pops. I'm there in the middle. Sometimes, like, you'll get one in there that gets mouthy, and I have fun, and I get mouthy back. It's just all fun.
Exactly. And I'm glad you're taking that approach because, again, the internet's, and maybe it's just because of my section of the internet. I'm trying to be that button pusher. It's just like, man, relax. It's okay. Like, I was taught as a child, the internet's not real. If you start to feel this, strongly about anything on the internet, there's grass outside you can touch. Like, go for that for a little bit. But
absolutely,
nothing should be taken that seriously. And I'm glad people are slowly trying to have fun with it. I mean, maybe not 100%, but it's getting there.
We're on the right path, I think, as far as that goes. There's a lot of other things that aren't going the right way. That subject, I think, is headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
But we're in the early steps. So, jury's still out.
Yeah. And I think it'll take a handful of guys like me and you to just keep pushing the buttons, and hopefully people will follow suit at some point.
And if they don't, we could be those unicorns.
I'm fine
out
with
of the sea of BS.
I'm fine with that 100%. Like I said, I'm not going to change what I do. I find it funny. If somebody else hates me for it, oh well.
No, we're here to have a good time, man. Life's too short to be pissed off all the time.
Yes.
Let's have some fun.
Exactly. I felt it. This is like, Jesus, man. Especially after the last few things we've worked on. It's just like, man, I know people are going to be mad, but oh well. But again, doing this has afforded me some cool opportunities recently. So like I said, the more I keep doing it, the more stuff I get to learn and people I get to hang out with. Like, again, hanging out with you, talking with you has been a blast.
Thank you.
Some of the other guys.
Likewise.
Thank you. Some of the other bands and other people we've met. We just recently did a whole thing with a Sonic pop-up cafe, which was never in the cards for me. And I was like, I didn't think this was possible. I'm glad this has happened. Which leads me to my next question. What's been the thing that you've done recently, or just in general, that you were just like, never in a million years with my 6-year-old self say, I get to do that? That's great.
There's been a couple.
Mm-hmm.
One that immediately sticks out is doing the interview with the Hardy Boys.
Of course, yeah.
The Hardy Boys threw me away. Like, it was just crazy. When I started doing interviews, I was always really nervous, no matter who it was. And it went away for a while. Even getting, former WWE guys and things like that, it just wasn't. I didn't get nervous. But with the Hardys, I wasn't until they turned the camera on, and it was real. And like, I tell my dad, I didn't let them know, but I was literally like shaking.
Wow.
And like, because little kid me loved Jeff Hardy, and I loved Matt Hardy. And it was really a surreal moment. because I got Jeff to talk, and Jeff doesn't do a lot of talking in interviews. He lets Matt do all the talking.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest feedback I got is how did you get them and how did you get Jeff to actually talk?
Very true.
And I just related to him. I knew there was some things that were close to him, and I went for them. Like there's the You Are More movement here in Chicago for mental health awareness, suicide prevention, and Jeff's a big advocate. Like when he debuted for TNA this last time, he's wearing a You Are More shirt. And I asked him about it. And like I was told to keep everything TNA related because they wanted to push the product. And I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm going to anyways. I took my chance and I said, hey, this is something close to me, close to Chicago. And these guys need proper representation. And I asked him about it. And his mood switched. The way he started interacting just changed. And it was incredible.
Yeah.
The other two things was I got to do 2 sponsorships with 2 different companies this year. One was with NWA Exodus Pro in Cleveland. That's EC3's company.
Okay.
It was like a close affiliate of the actual NWA. That was fun. I was there for 3 shows. The first one I did like interviews and we teased the second show. Some things didn't go right at the second show, a little behind the scenes, so I got to come back. And everything went perfect the third time. As live TV, not everything always goes right. Exodus, and we worked it out, and it was fun. Going to Cleveland was great. I've never been. It's an interesting city. We'll leave it at interesting.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Then this last one, Chicago used to have an independent company called Warrior Wrestling. It was big indie, and they went away for a while. I got to be the official sponsor for their return, or as they called it, their resurrection, which I was a huge fan of the original Warrior Wrestling shows. And to be a part of them coming back was incredible. And like I've been to a lot of indie shows this year, probably more independent shows than I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And sometimes the vibe going into these, sometimes there's tension. At Warrior, there was none. It was the most positive atmosphere I've ever been to. And it was, I don't even know how to put it in words. It's something that I just can't wait to do more of.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing more of.
And that's great. I'm glad. And I've seen a bit of it from especially Instagram, which if anybody's on my Instagram not following him, you're wasting your time. You should be following him on Instagram. Some of the stuff he's posted up is incredible.
Thank you.
So it's just like, man, like again, he's working, and I'm like, I gotta do some more.
Well, my thing is, with that even said, I always feel like I can do more. I always feel like I'm letting the ball slip somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you hear like on social media, you got to post X amount of days, X amount of times, and I'm never hitting those marks. And it seems like those marks just go up.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know how to keep up because for one, I'm putting out so much content to try to also figure out how to promote all of that content equally. Right. Just is so tough.
Yeah.
And manage life. Managing life, and that is the hardest part.
Of course. And I mean, and you've mentioned it before, you've got a support system behind you, but sometimes you just got you're putting a lot on yourself and it's hard to manage it all. So I definitely understand that. I will probably never hit those marks that they tell you to hit. But I at least hope that the one video I might put out in a week is like, that's going to be the best I got. And I'm going to make sure I put as much into it as I can. And that's all I can really hope for sometimes. Thankfully, Kelly pushes me 10 times harder than that, so I never get to only put out that one. She won't allow it, but sometimes I understand.
It's good to have those people, though, that push you.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's certain people that push me all the time, and sometimes it's people you wouldn't expect. Like, for instance, my fiance, like, obviously she's there to push me, but she doesn't give a shit about wrestling. But she wants me to succeed.
Right.
So like she's like, I know what you're doing is silly to me, but go do your job and go get this done. And I'm like, you're right. Like, I just want to mess around and with you or whatever? Sure. But she's like, you're in the middle of a live stream. You can't leave those two together. Go back in the other room. And I'm like, you're right. Just little things that just like remind you. Or like Pops will message me. He's like, I see you haven't had a TikTok in 6 hours. You gonna post more? I'm like, yes, they're coming. Just give me time. So like just those little reminders that I might tell them like, hey, gosh, stop staying on me so much. But I need them because it reminds me I'm doing this for a reason. And they push it.
And I appreciate them doing it for you. Tell them that I said thank you because like I said, I always come in with, I mean, I haven't had a ton of interviews, but every interview I have, I come in as a fan first because I like what the people put out. And I'm like, okay, I'm interviewing you because I want to know about you. And I'm interested in what you're doing. And when I see what you're doing, again, with that level of care and passion, I'm just like, dude, I used to like wrestling this much. What happened to me?
I think it's just, it's in us. It's in all of us. It's just bringing back what made you fall in love with it for like to start off.
Right.
And like, that's why I start 90% of my interviews with that question. Where'd you find it? When'd you fall in love? Because sometimes like it's a simple play on the common, like, when did you find wrestling question or what was like your first memory? But tweaking it to that, what made you fall in love with it changes the idea of it.
Right.
And sometimes it's like it sparks something in you. And it's like, okay, I do love this. It might be beating me down right now, or it might be tough to watch, but I do love this.
Well, Kelly's saying we got to wrap it up soon. So sadly enough, we're reaching the end of the show again. And people don't believe an hour goes by quite quickly.
It does.
So I have my big question that I can't wait to hear the answer to. You've been pushing, you've been working, you're doing so much. What's the next big thing that you want? The new year's coming up. I'm sure you're hungry for that next thing. What is it for you?
The honest answer would be I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to keep going down the road, and what happens. Like, I'm a big believer in timing. Just things, for me, the honest thing has been things have just fell into place. And I've been like, I can't let this opportunity slip. But if I had to put like, I want this to happen by the end of like 2026, let's say, I want a plaque. I want one of those YouTube plaques.
Yes,
I think
sir.
the first one's 100,000.
Yeah.
As a kid watching YouTube, you'd see, like, I always watched like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, just to name a few. And watching those guys get the plaque and earn it, I was like, I want one of those. Like, it's stupid. Like, it's just, it says you got 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers, but I want one. That's the goal. I'm at 34,000 right now in a year. I know it's kind of insane to say, give me 66 more, but I want 66,000 more subscribers and 100,000 YouTube plaque. That's the goal.
Yeah, well, sounds like we're on the same goal path because that's pretty much all I've asked for. And I don't even.
I'm scraping.
Yeah. And I believe it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. If I can somehow, I gain 2,000 in a month. There's no way you're not, with what you're putting out, you're going to reach it. It's easy for you. I'm going to put it in the universe. It's going to be easy for you.
I think for me, it just depends who's on the other side of the screen. Because, like, for instance, the Hardys took things off really well. Some other big names really escalated the product. and it's just finding those. And like I said, I don't seek them. When the opportunity happens, it happens. So if the cards are on the table, I'll find them. But it's all in timing.
Of course. Well, I think that's probably the perfect place to end it. Sucks again. I hate to see you go because these conversations are always super interesting and super fun. But you got more work to do, obviously, and you got more people to interview and more live streams coming up. So if you want, why don't you promote a little bit? Let everybody know where you are so they don't forget to find you again.
Got you. I did switch it up this year. I made everything uniform. Everything is at ILWPod 2024 on all social medias: Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube. Find us pretty much all social medias on there. Just Mondays, Wednesdays, we got Raw live stream. Wednesday, Dynamite. Tuesday, Thursdays, we got your independent or TNA or just wrestling interviews. And then throughout the rest of the week, just whatever random shit me, Pops, Nasty Nate come up with. We have started a new sports podcast with my other brother, Isaac, called Bros and Pros Podcast. It's still on the I Love Wrestling podcast channels. We're doing that every Sunday. Kind of just a recap of what happened in sports. Something fun, trying something different.
Yeah.
And then find me whenever I come back on here.
Hopefully it's sooner than everybody thinks. Because like I said, I got an idea. And I'm sure my co-host Hanny cannot wait to run the gauntlet with you with something more nonsense fueled.
Okay. I'm excited. You've piqued my interest.
I'm glad
I can't wait to do it.
So on that note, thank you again for coming back. This has been Justin Woolwine of the I Love Wrestling podcast. Thank you so much for coming back and telling your story.
Of course, man.
And thank you to everybody that's listening. We will see you next time. I don't know when you're hearing this, but Happy New Year. Merry Christmas if I missed it. All the good stuff.